So you're telling me that there are people out there that punch text into a prompt line and hit enter and then wait? That's their creative process? They wait for like 25 seconds while some generative tech image meat grinder chews up a bunch of stolen artwork to recombine it, and when it's done, these short order image cooks claim that what's served up on a digital platter, plagiarism as it were, is their own original artwork? Is that right? I mean, seriously, how dare they? Hi, I'm Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken. Hi, Ken. Hi, Ken.
I'm an entertainment industry veteran of 27 years who's working my way back to where I want to be in my career as an artist. Clear-eyed and committed to the incredible hard work and dedication and pain it's going to take to get there, but excited about the journey to come. The truth is, though, I'm not doing anything that any other artist isn't doing out there right now. All of the artists we love have put years into their craft to achieve what they have achieved. The same, unfortunately, cannot be said of people using generative AI technology to bastardize the works of those same artists. Now, I'm not talking about artists who are using AI to enhance their own artwork or using it to autofill in sections of their photograph, etc. I'm talking about people that are generating imagery 100% with AI. Now, before I get into this, I have some news to share about the channel later in the video. I'll let you know about the types of videos I'll be making, what my schedule for them should be, etc. So stick around for those updates. And while I've got you here, please like and subscribe, because without you, I'm just Ken. Wait, okay, we're not doing that again, sorry. Now back to the topic. Let me be very clear. The majority of generative AI imagery is based on theft. There's no debate about it unless you want to validate the ludicrous claims of the CEOs or supporters of these billion-dollar tech companies that are profiting off the theft and are now trying to manifest any excuse to not be accountable for it. I'm sorry, but you generated your bed, and now you're going to have to pay for it promptly. Look, I'm a dad, and so if you don't like wordplay or puns, this might not be the right channel for you. Let me also be very clear. This technology is here and it's not going anywhere. And it will be great once it starts to operate in an equitable and fair manner. The reality is that anyone who has been creating digital imagery for the last 3 decades, Photoshop, Nuke, Blender, etc., has been using rudimentary AI for years. Blend modes, image filters, color correction, the clone stamp tool, etc. All of those essential tools that we're all so familiar with could be seen as a simple form of AI, or at the very least, a visual gateway drug to it. I'm not against technology that allows artists to create art. How could I be? My entire career is based on the advancement and introduction of digital tools to the entertainment industry, from Photoshop to Alias Power Animator or Softimage, which I used when I was an animator on Beast Wars at Mainframe Entertainment. Digital image technology has helped define my career and has changed the industry for the better, bringing to life visuals that would never have been possible without it. But the difference between those tools and this new generative AI technology is that those were tools to help artists create. They opened the industry up to more and more artists as digital technology usage grew. Yes, a number of artists' career paths were forced to shift because of this new tech, but most artists worked their way back into the industry in some way. A lot were retrained on that new technology to ensure that their skill, experience, and talent weren't lost. But the way this new generative AI tech is being sold to investors in gaming, photography, animation, film, and certain unnamed concept design studios is to help minimize the number of artists needed to create projects, or as Jake Parker so aptly put it.
Really, the problem isn't AI, the problem is IA. What do I mean by that? AI stands for artificial intelligence, and that's something that's relatively new, but it stems from something deeper and something that's really been a major problem for artists for a couple centuries now, and that's industrialized art.
Its economic promise is that it will take jobs away from creatives that have been the foundation of the industry. That are the foundation of the industry. To do that though, and this is the really insidious aspect of it, this generative AI tech must first be trained on the hard work, experience, and talent they want to replace. And these AI companies don't want to pay to have their tools trained. All so they can make more money, period. Right, Mr. Katzenberg? To be completely transparent, in a podcast earlier this year called PLAIbook, I said something that could be construed as similar to what Katzenberg said. The difference is that I was talking about how an individual with a singular vision could make a movie without the need for 100 people or 30 people. I mentioned that it would be incredible to see Guillermo del Toro make a film without compromising his vision on any level, that the potential of this tech could give us that. I wasn't advocating for entire production teams to be gutted or saying people should be fired. I was saying that being creative without compromise or constraints could lead to some incredible work. But take a listen, see the link below, and let me know your thoughts about what I said in the comments below. I'm really looking forward to those. Okay, I know we're all PO'd about this. But look, the discussion I really want to have isn't about the potential for massive profits to be made that are driving this generative AI tech's emergence across all creative industries. What I want to talk about are those individuals out there who have the nerve to call themselves artists when they use generative AI tech.
You know, back in my day, we used a pencil.
This is how I see it. Generative AI imagery is to art as a TV dinner is to food. Let me explain. Think about all the great meals you had. Chances are that none of those memories include a TV dinner. If I was to rank them in order of quality of food experience, I'd say worst equals a TV dinner. Great equals your favorite home-cooked meal. Amazing equals a high-end expensive dinner, a Michelin star restaurant. I'm sure there will be some debate over those last two, but to put that back into the world of art, a Michelin star for me equals artists like Ralph McQuarrie, Rembrandt, Picasso, Georgia O'Keeffe, Leonardo da Vinci, Emily Carr, David Hockney, Sid Mead, etc. A favorite home-cooked meal, again for me, equals artists like Sparth, Scott Robertson, Ryan Church, James Klein, Carla Ortiz, John Sweeney, Young Nam, Kachiro Otomo, etc. A TV dinner equals short order image cooks and the generative AI meat grinders they use. So now let's look at the journey and commitment that goes into each type of cooking. That Michelin star chef and their team have trained their entire life to get to that point, to hone and refine their particular viewpoint into a singular purpose, an expression of their ideas, techniques, and vision for what food should be. The sacrifices they have made to reach that level are immense, and you can sense all of it in one whiff, one mouthful. Only that chef could deliver that experience, those flavors. The food is memorable, magical, transformative. That favorite home-cooked meal that you love has been crafted over years. Secrets of execution passed down, subtle nuances that can't even be categorized, all combined together to create a dish that transports you to another time, a place of wonder and comfort. The hands making these dishes do so with a love of the process, a desire to move people, and a willingness to put the work in to make sure it's exactly what it needs to be. That it nourishes the soul of the cook as well as those who enjoy it. Now that TV dinner, it's a meal that is consumed when there are no other options. When all real food is gone and all you require is some passable level of nourishment. It is food as an accompaniment to an experience, easily forgotten, not sought after, or cared for. It has been made with only profit in mind, with the bare minimum of effort in regard to quality and presentation. Meal options are cheap knockoffs of a real meal you are craving, and in consuming it, you don't feel full or satisfied. Instead, you feel cheated, longing for what it should have been, could have been, if only you knew how to cook, or were home with your family, or at that one amazing restaurant you went to that one time. These people using AI generative tools who call themselves artists have little to no idea how to cook, but they want to be seen as a chef, They want to be known as this great creative mind with all of these skills and unique sensibilities, but they aren't willing to put the time in to earn any of that.
Straight. He's unashamed.
I'm an artist now. In doing so, they are appropriating not just the imagery, but also the assumption by viewers looking at it of the process, talent, creativity, and years of work that it takes to become an artist. They are parading around online as artists, digitally body snatching years of hard-earned abilities and accomplishments. Think about the word art for a moment. The term art is used to describe the highest form of human achievement in almost any area of society. Watch a sporting event.
Messi.
Ironically, even people who code use the term to describe what they are doing. So is it any wonder that when given a tool that, with a line of text and the push of a button, allows you to create what the world thinks is the pinnacle of human achievement, that people wouldn't flock to it? I get the attraction. It's like that smell of freshly baked bread when you walk by your neighborhood bakery. That aroma of coffee that wakes you up in the morning. That pizza commercial that triggers that late night food order. That's what generative AI image technology is. It satiates that hunger to be seen as an artist for those unwilling to put the hard work in to make art that the world admires and loves. It's easy, right? Type, click, I'm an artist. For those production execs and CEOs that have never been able to understand or streamline the creative process, that have just been forced to pay for creative ideas and creations, now they have hopes that they can control it. But here's the issue with it. These empty calories, this fast food gratification, these short order image cooks, they're not creating anything new. They're not moving anything forward or challenging the medium. It's regurgitation. It's bile. It's cultural poison.
That's disgusting.
Sure, it may take away those hunger pangs for a while, but in no way will it replace that incredible home-cooked meal, that Michelin star food experience. It hasn't, and it can't. So for all of you artists out there who aren't buying into this fast food mindset, for all of you still out there learning to cook, yearning to find that recipe for your own career success, keep going. Because we all need that visual energy boost. We all need that jolt of creativity in the morning to wake us up, to keep us going, to nourish our souls through these incredible times of change. Yes, AI tools are here, but you're going to make them better and do things with them that nobody thought possible. But first, we have to hold the AI generative tech companies accountable and get them working with artists. There are some generative AI companies out there trying to do it right, being ethical and working with artists. VIZCOM is one of those tools. It's not prompt-based, though you can augment what you're doing with some text info if you'd like. It uses the designer's sketch as a base and builds up from there. Scott Robertson has been working with them for a few years, and he spoke about it.
Now, that data set they use is a royalty-free data set owned by Shutterstock. So Shutterstock has cleared all the images. Their diffusion model is trained on that data set, right? So that's not the large language model data set that Lion, I think is called. It's not using that data set. So you can feel good that the data set it's trained on is, copyright cleared, royalty-free data set that's managed by Shutterstock, right? And it has to be for all the corporations to use, right? So it's licensed from Shutterstock. So that's a totally different training set than all the other generators. Then they also train on about 30% of it as images they've created using non-AI tools to give it something a little bit special. And that takes theirs, to another level of usability for industrial designers.
Check out the links to that interview, VIZCOM, and other organizations I've listed below, and support those out there fighting this fight and trying to do it right for all of us. If you've enjoyed what I've served up, please like and subscribe. Check out my Conjure Academy as well if you want to put in the work to hone your professional artistic chops. To those who are instead choosing to be short order image cooks, well, wait a minute. I mean, short order image crooks. That's better. Know this, nobody wants you to bring what you're cooking to the party. Everyone else worked hard to make this feast memorable, and you don't get to ride in with your pack of pre-made cookies and say you did your part. We all know you didn't pay for the ingredients, and you certainly didn't put the work in to bake them. Why don't you pick up a pencil, a stylus, a paintbrush, or a camera, and learn how to really cook as an artist, if you're brave enough to put yourself out there. And for all of the billion-dollar generative AI companies and media companies that are looking for ways to streamline their operations, fire their human creative talent to maximize profit, I say this: have one more thin, tiny wafer on us. So about those updates about the channel, Chicken and I want to let you know that, I should be posting every Sunday one long-form video. I'm hoping to do videos not just informational, but some instructional videos and obviously a ton of art. I'm hoping to do at least one art short a week as well, but then obviously some progress on my project, developmental stuff, and probably look for some planning videos as well. But that's all coming to you guys, as soon as I get them done. But I hope you enjoyed this week's video. And Chicken says, see ya, Chicken. Say hi.